Hello guys. Welcome to another episode of Double TF and a happy new year. It's been a while since we last spoke. I've been on holiday and I just came back recently, and a lot has happened since we last spoke. A lot has happened since we last spoke. I think when I left, Chelsea were probably still in the title race. They had Enzo Maresca. United were still frustrated with Ruben Amorim, and that has changed, man. That has changed. Enzo Maresca has parted ways with Chelsea or sacked. I don't know. Ruben Amorim has definitely been sacked by United, and Chelsea are like 8 points. In eighth right now, not even 8 points. They're in eighth. United are somewhere fifth, but we're going to talk about some of these things, man, because we're doing a review of what has happened specifically this week. Starting from the game that happened yesterday. So if you are here, please like, share, and subscribe. We are back now. Let's just get into it, man. We There were a couple of interesting games that took place yesterday. We watched. Well, I think most neutrals would say that a boring game yesterday between Arsenal and Liverpool. Actually, this season, man, we've had. I don't think the top six fixtures have lived up to what we're used to. I know that Arsenal and Liverpool first leg was 1-0, Man City and Arsenal was 1-1, Chelsea and Arsenal 1-1, Man City and Chelsea 1-1. It's like the top six fixtures have not been as exciting as we used to. I don't know why. Maybe there's too much technical nuance in these games. I definitely don't know. But let's look into the game that took place yesterday, man, and what it actually means for both these clubs. We it finished 0-0, right? Uh, I know that. If you said it was a boring game, I don't necessarily disagree. I was involved in this game, so for me, it was more annoying than anything. It was frustrating. Liverpool fans feel a bit different than I do. I think they take the results, judging by how they reacted online and one of my posts on my WhatsApp. So I think they take the results any time of the week. What do I make of this game, man? I think for me, it's an opportunity missed for Arsenal. Actually, for Liverpool as well, man. I think it's an opportunity missed for both teams, but more so Arsenal and Liverpool because we're the home team, or the team that were trying to open that gap between Man City to 8 points, and we did not take it, which was frustrating. Let alone not winning, but the performance on its own was. I actually think that this is one of the worst games I've seen in a long time from my team, and we've been playing well, but this one is up there, man. I don't. I'll talk about Liverpool. Let me start with Arsenal, man. We I thought for 30 minutes in that first half, actually, I thought we played well. We played how I expect us to play. We peppered Liverpool. We kept them on the back foot. We we were doing so well, but somehow we couldn't find that goal, or we couldn't create any good chances. If you look at the XG here, the XG for the entirety of the game, we have 0.57. Liverpool is 0.31. So basically, nil makes sense. We had 9 shots, Liverpool had 8. We had 4 shots on target. I don't even remember. I know that Saka shot in the first half. I don't even remember. Liverpool had 0 shot on target. We had one big chance. Liverpool had 0. Come on, man. Come on. This was an underwhelming game for the home side, basically, which is Arsenal. We did not play how we needed to play, how we're supposed to play, considering that we had an opportunity to take this to 8 points, man. 8 points. That would be a 3 game swing between us and the team that's coming behind us, which is Man City. And we needed that, but we did not take it. I thought Liverpool, to be honest, going to this game, especially online, man, Arsenal fans were so excited about this game. They thought that it would be hammering. They were too hyped. And Liverpool came, man. It was a professional performance by Liverpool, especially in that second half. I thought Liverpool played well in that second half. Liverpool played well in that second half, man. Van Dijk was good, was very good in that second half. Konate handled his business well. Liverpool midfield, anyways, Gravenberch, Magalhaes, and Soboslai were played well. Obviously, I thought the front three was a bit, but it doesn't matter, man. Liverpool, I thought they played well in the second half. Obviously, they didn't create any opening, which is why Arne Slot said in his press conference that yeah, a lot of people are happy with this performance, but it's no different to any performance that we played because they did not create anything out of this position, out of this ball position that they had. Let's see what it does for the table, this result, man. What it does for the table. Arsenal are still first, sorry, with 49 points. Man City. Okay, let me just focus on Arsenal and Liverpool. Liverpool are in fourth with 35 points. Now, this is what I'm saying. It's a missed opportunity for Liverpool as well, especially considering that they had so much position in that second half. Maybe they needed to win this game as much as Arsenal did, because now this draw doesn't do anything to separate them from this Champions League race, because they are 2 points ahead from Brentford, 3 ahead of Newcastle and United, 4 ahead of Chelsea and Fulham. So they are still in and around that, and maybe they would have loved to win it, but they are away from home, so this is the result that they take. Arsenal, in the sense, they definitely need to win this game, because now there's still a 6-point gap between them and Man City, which would have been 8 points. So it's an opportunity missed for both teams, but more so Arsenal than Liverpool, man. But no, Liverpool have been on some decent form, man. Liverpool have been on some decent form. I know that it's been, I think, 10 games unbeaten now. It's like I mean, you can question that there are a couple of draws in there. A lot. I mean, they drew twice against Leeds. So, but Liverpool are unbeaten in 10 games now, which, I mean, considering that they've been on some bad form to start the season, they need to continue this momentum, and then they can separate themselves from the Brentfords, the Newcastle, and the United, because they want to make that top 4. Arsenal, man, I don't know, this performance was bad. Now we will be taking a break from the Premier League, so because we have Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, so we'll only play the Premier League next weekend. They're gonna need to win that game. They're gonna need to win that game. But listen, man, it's not been. It was not a good game. It was not a good game at all. Not a good game at all, man. I guess at the end of the day, that 0-0 draw is a fair result. It's a fair result. Very disappointing, because I wanted to win that game. I wanted to open the game to 8 points, but we did it. Especially in the last three games, none of the big 6 teams have actually won, except for Arsenal, obviously. I think United drew all their 3 games. Man City drew all their 3 games. Liverpool drew all their 3 games. Spurs drew 2, lost 1. Aston Villa won 1, they lost 1, and then they drew. It's been a patchy window for the big clubs the last 3 weeks, and Arsenal only won 2 and drew 1. So we were able, because coming into the 3 weeks, we're only 2 points ahead of Man City, and we were able to gain a couple of points from them, which gives us 6 points. So it would have been 8 points, which would have been fantastic. But yeah, man. I mean, I guess there's no point complaining. I'm very disappointed in that game, especially with some of our players, man. Especially with some of our players. They are. I mean, we had a lot of underperforming players that I don't really mind. Like Rice, I thought Rice was poor yesterday. Zubamendi was okayish, but I'm concerned with Gyökeres, man. I'm very concerned with Gyökeres. I'm not, to be honest, I'm not even concerned. I know what I'm seeing from Gyökeres, that is not good enough. It's not even a matter of being concerned. It's not good enough. I'm concerned on Arteta persistently playing him. Like, he should. Even right now, Gabriel Jesus is not good right now. He's not recovered. He doesn't look back to his best. But Gyökeres should be our third starting center forward. We should have Moreno and Gabriel Jesus ahead of him. I don't know why Arteta is persistent on playing him. I just don't know. But listen, maybe he's trying to get AC Milan to buy him. I need AC Milan to buy Gyökeres, man. This summer, I've made up my mind when it comes to him. He's not good enough, unfortunately. He's been poor. He's not contributing in games. He's not scoring goals. It's such a shame, man. It's such a shame. I genuinely wanted to give him a chance, but it's not working out, which is costing us in a sense, because when we played yesterday, he didn't threaten in any sense yesterday. And it's been like that for, to be honest, since that Fulham game in September or something, before he got injured. He's been poor. He's just not good enough, man. I'm hoping that Arteta understand that we have a lot at stake right now. And I'm praying that Havertz come back in a much better shape, because he's the one that I'm looking at to be leading us going forward. But yeah, am I concerned that we got a draw? No, I'm not. I still believe that from this moment on to the end of the season, Man City will drop more points than us. I'm genuinely confident that from this moment on going forth towards the end of the season, Man City will drop more points than us. So I'm not too concerned. I'm just annoyed whether I wanted that 8-point gap. And Man City have signed Semenyo, and they've signed. They're probably going to sign another player because they have a lot of defenders. But let's talk about the rest of the clubs. Let's talk about Man City. Let's talk about Man City, man. Man City is right. Man City are actually unbeaten in 10 games now. They've been in a good form. They've won. They're actually unbeaten. I think in 10 games they've won 7, and through 3 they've been on form. To be honest, Man City have been on form. But lately, even when they were actually winning, I noticed a dip in form on Haaland, man, which is not something Man City wants. Haaland has been underperforming lately. Forget the goals, forget the penalties. In terms of overall performance, man, Haaland has been underperforming lately. He's not been that threatening over 90 minutes. He's quiet, he's strolling around, he's making it difficult for players to create chances, but he's not making those runs in behind. He looks, I don't know what it is, he looks disinterested, if that's right, if that's the right terminology to use, but he doesn't look, which is weird because when he scored that penalty, you could tell that he needed to score that goal because he was celebrating. But in terms of his overall performances, he's just not that involved. He's not that involved. And he's missing a couple of big chances right now, which have been costing Man City these points, man. Man City are coming back from drawing 3 games. Have scored 1 goal in those 3 games, which is the penalty that Haaland scored. Now, that's not an Erling Haaland problem, because I do think that even the front line is not really up to it. They're not as sharp as they were during December. Shaky, Foden, Dogu has been absent. So I think those Man City players, they need to also step up, because Haaland has been slightly offish right now. So they need to, whenever Haaland hits this level, they need to almost step up, man. But I don't know. I think Man City will try and compete for the title. I'm sure they will compete. I don't think. I just think that I looked into their fixtures, man. Man City have tougher fixtures. They have tougher fixtures. They have United away, then they have Spurs away, and they have Wolves. I think their away games are a bit tough, man. I actually checked them. They still have to go to Anfield. They, yeah, but that's not what to look into. I think that, I don't know. For me, I rate him. I think he's a top player. Now, he is different to their attackers, right? So he could offer a different solution because he's more direct, he's more incisive with his actions. He can score goals. I think he's the 3rd top goal scorer in the season, in the Premier League this season. So which says a lot. So I'm sure that he is the one that, if Haaland is not into his game, then Semenyo is capable of delivering those match-winning actions, those match-winning results, those match-winning goals. Unlike the other attackers who are a bit, no, they take a lot of actions to create solutions. When Semenyo is more direct, he's more ruthless. So I think that this is a top signing, man. Maybe he could inspire Man City to go on a similar run that they just come from, where they won basically 7 games in a row before they go to the 3. So I think Semenyo, maybe if he could inspire Man City to go on that run, because now they're going to be approaching a difficult period, then maybe they can bother us now. They can bother us now, because we also have our problems of our own. But yeah, man, that's what Man City. They've not been good lately. They've not been good lately, to be honest. But 6 points is only a 2-game swing, to be honest. 6 points is only a 2-game swing. A league has never been won with only 6 points ahead. If Man City win 2 games and we drop points in 2 games, then they are just here. So 6 points is only a 2-game swing. And they are far from out. Let's look at this top 4 race, man. It's actually funny what's happening in this top 4 race. It's funny what's happening in this top 4 race, man. We have, I think Aston Villa should be fine. They should be fine. Liverpool, I bet Liverpool to be fine as well, to be honest. I think they should be okay as well. But anyways, they are there. From Liverpool, which is 4th, up until 10th, Sunderland. It's only a 5-point gap. 5 points, which this is crazy, by the way. But it's 6 points, 6 spots, and then they're only separated by 4 points, basically. 6 spots are only separated by 4 points, which is crazy. Newcastle have invited themselves because they were down and out. United have sacked Robert Almiron, man. Rightfully so. I mean, rightfully so. They needed I think it delayed, to be honest. It should have been sacked way, way, way earlier. Now I mean, they've just won one in the last five. It's not good. Chelsea have sacked Enzo Maresca. Chelsea have been underwhelming this season. Chelsea have been underwhelming this season, to be honest. You expected them to have secured a top four. I mean, they shouldn't be competing for European spots, especially if they should be in around four. At the beginning of the season, most people thought that Chelsea would be in the top two minimum. If you asked anyone who who doesn't support Arsenal, at least who's not me, they predicted that Chelsea will be in the top two minimum. And the way they are eighth right now, they are underperforming. They haven't won in God knows how long. And they probably won one game in December. They haven't won in January. They've been poor. They've been underwhelming, man. I don't know if their new manager can inspire the new manager bounce. Chelsea would hope for a new manager bounce, man. They've been very poor. I'm not gonna lie. Chelsea have been disappointing this season. But I think that fifth spot, man. I don't know. Brentford have been flying, man. Thiago he's scored 16 goals right now in the season. He's been incredible. I don't know if he can inspire Brentford to finish fifth because it's that fifth spot is there for the taking, to be honest. These teams are not consistent. If you can win three games in a row, then suddenly you are fifth. If you win two, three, four games in a row, you are fifth. Like that fifth spot is there for the taking, to be honest. So any team that can win three games in a row here, from Brentford to, let's say, Sunderland, they're gonna be in that fifth spot because these teams are not consistent. They are not consistent. I mean, I don't trust Brentford. They are not playing the best of footballs, but they've been efficient lately. So maybe they can, if they continue like that, then they can get it. I don't think they will, to be honest, but I'm hoping that they can. United and Chelsea, man, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. United are looking to hire between Ole and Michael Carrick. I don't know how United fans feel about Ole, to be honest, because when he was here, the thing with memory, right, is recent experiences can change how you felt about your past experiences, good or bad. Because when Ole was at the wheel, towards his end, he was dire, like he was bad. Ole was underperforming towards his end. Of course, when he was an interim, he played. So I remember he won 14 games out of basically 17, won 14 games out of 17. He was brilliant when he was an interim. He even beat PSG, took them to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. He was brilliant, man. But when they gave him that permanent job, he underperformed massively. And he had much better quality than United have right now at that moment. He had the Pogba, he had Bruno in his prime, he had Greenwood, he had Rashford, he had Martial. He had better players than he has right now. And they underperformed massively. But what happened after he sacked him, Ten Hag, Ruben Amorim, it made people forget how bad Ole was towards the end, man, because of how bad it got after him. So now you tend to think back of his time with more, a bit differently. Like you think of it a bit differently. You think of the good times only because of how bad it's been right now. So the brain, because of the bad experiences that you currently experience right now, it tends to forget how bad it was before, man. It's crazy. So I don't know. Me, I like Ola, to be honest. I like Ola. I didn't want him to be so exposed. I like him as a man. But I don't know, man. I don't know how United feels about this one. I don't know how United feels about Ole coming back because he just wasn't good. Ole just wasn't good at United. I know. Right now, United fans would take anything because it's bad. But Ole, man, maybe as an interim, he could go back to those interim magic because he won 14 games in those 17 games as an interim, which was brilliant. Maybe if you can come back, deliver that interim magic, take them to Europe, and then they hire a coach. Maybe it could work, man. I don't know. And Ole has experience, so he's managed United. He has better experience than Carrick. Maybe he's a better candidate. I don't know. As for Chelsea, man, I genuinely don't know what's going on in Chelsea. I genuinely don't know what's going on in Chelsea. Like the blue coat is ruining Chelsea, man. It's ruining Chelsea. Enzo Maresca should not have been sacked. Enzo Maresca should not have been sacked. He was underperforming, yes. Like he was underperforming. He had his flaws. But you could tell that if he gets the proper backing, man, he's a decent manager. Enzo Maresca was a decent manager. All he needed was the right backing from the blue core, get him the right players. But instead, man, he had to make it work with Neto, Garnacho, Pedro Neto, I mean, João Pedro, yeah, Estevao, all these kids that just haven't hit certain levels. So it was not fair for him, man. It was fair. I'm sure that's what happened. I'm sure he demanded a better backing this gen, and Chelsea didn't guarantee him. Maybe that's what happened. I'm not sure. But Chelsea, man, that blue code needs, I don't know, something needs to change in the top of Chelsea, because this can't continue. You can't spend the amount of money that Chelsea have spent, and this is what you're showing. And I listen, I generally need to see Chelsea make like proper signings for me to take themselves. I don't care if they win Club World Cup, win Conference League. I need Chelsea to make top level signings, like top sides. Otherwise, it's never gonna work. Anyways, yeah, guys, man, it's good to be back. I don't really know. We have FA Cup this weekend. I love FA Cup. I genuinely love FA Cup. It's one of my favorite cup. I love it more than most trophies. I'm more than Carabao Cup easily, but I'm in the semifinals of the Carabao Cup, so now I have to take it serious. I have to win it. But the FA Cup is back. I love FA Cup, man. I love FA Cup. We try to compete it, so we try to compete for it. So I'm hoping that we can win. Then after that, we have Carabao Cup semifinals against Chelsea. I'm I'm hoping we beat them. We need to win this Carabao Cup. I've generally never seen Arsenal win that cup, man. Generally, we lost to Birmingham 2008. One of my worst footballing experiences, to be honest. At that time, I just got into football, and then we win the final of the Carabao Cup. We lost to Birmingham City. Was it weekend or Birmingham? Not even sure, to be honest. But we lost, which was crazy. But yeah, man, it's good to be back. I will be uploading more consistent right now. I'm back, back to my apartment, back to Cape Town. So yeah, let's share some football, man. Let's share some football. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe. Turn your notifications on, because I'll be dropping a couple of videos. I mean, I was consistent before I went on holiday. Now I'm hoping that I can maintain that consistency, because games are coming in thick and fast. Champions League is coming back soon. Another good competition that we're recovering. But yeah, as for the Prem, man, 6 points ahead. I'm sure I'll take that any day of the week. I'll take that any day of the week.